In the quiet moments between heartbeats, there exists a landscape of potential that most people never truly explore. Intelligence is not a simple measure, not a number coldly printed on a test sheet, but a living, breathing essence that pulses through the veins of those who dare to see beyond the ordinary. Imagine for a moment the subtle whispers of your mind, the intricate connections that others might miss, the patterns that dance just beneath the surface of everyday perception. There's a profound difference between knowledge and true intelligence, a difference that resides in the ability to transform raw information into profound understanding, to see the world not as it appears, but as it could be. Some individuals carry within them a unique spark, a cognitive intensity that sets them apart in ways that are both subtle and profound. It's not about boasting or superiority, but about a deep, almost visceral connection to the complexity of existence. Intelligence manifests in the most unexpected ways, in the ability to read between the lines, to understand the unspoken, to connect seemingly disparate ideas into a cohesive whole. It's the capacity to feel the world more deeply, to process information with a speed and depth that often goes unrecognized by conventional measures. The truly exceptional mind is not defined by academic achievements alone, but by an insatiable curiosity, a restless intellect that refuses to accept the surface-level explanation of anything. It's the ability to question, to challenge, to see beyond the immediate and imagine the possible. These individuals often feel slightly out of sync with the world around them, as if they're perceiving a different layer of reality that others cannot access. Their minds are constantly working, connecting, analyzing, not as a conscious effort, but as a natural state of being. Consider the moments of intuition that seem to come from nowhere, those sudden insights that appear like lightning, illuminating connections that were previously invisible. The way some people can walk into a room and immediately sense the underlying emotional currents, understand the unspoken dynamics, read the subtle body language that others miss entirely. This is not a parlor trick or a learned skill, but a deep, innate capacity for understanding that goes beyond mere observation. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, like they're resonating with a part of yourself you've always known but never fully acknowledged, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a quiet moment of recognition or a subtle connection that forms between you and these words. And if this journey of understanding speaks to something deep within you, stay with us. Follow this path of self-discovery, of recognizing the extraordinary potential that lies within. Intelligence is not a destination, but a continuous journey of exploration, of pushing beyond the boundaries of what is known and comfortable. It's about seeing the world with a sense of wonder that never diminishes, understanding that every moment is an opportunity for growth, for learning, for transforming the very fabric of your perception. The truly exceptional mind understands that intelligence is not about having all the answers, but about asking the most profound questions. It's about the courage to challenge your own assumptions, to sit with uncertainty, to embrace the complexity of human experience. Those who possess this rare form of intelligence move through the world with a unique combination of humility and insight, always aware that there is more to learn, more to understand, more to explore. The journey of exceptional intelligence is never a straight path, but a complex terrain of inner landscapes, of shadows and light, of profound understanding and momentary doubts. It's a path that winds through the deepest recesses of human potential, challenging everything we thought we knew about ourselves and the world around us. Those who walk this path carry within them a unique sensitivity, an almost painful awareness of the intricate layers of existence that most people never perceive. Think about the moments of disconnect you've experienced. Those times when your mind operates on a different frequency, when thoughts cascade like a complex symphony that others cannot hear. It's not about superiority, but about a fundamentally different way of experiencing reality. The truly exceptional mind doesn't just process information, it transforms it, weaving intricate connections that reveal the hidden structures beneath the surface of everyday perception. Psychological research has long suggested that intelligence is far more than a linear measure. It's a multidimensional experience that encompasses emotional depth, creative insight, and the ability to navigate the most complex human experiences with a sense of profound understanding. Some individuals possess an almost intuitive ability to read between the lines, to understand the unspoken narratives that drive human behavior, to see the intricate dance of motivations and fears that most people are blind to. This depth of perception comes with its own challenges. The mind that sees too deeply often struggles to find its place in a world of surface-level interactions. You might find yourself feeling perpetually out of sync, as if you're watching the world through a different lens, understanding layers of meaning that others completely miss. It's a blessing and a burden. The ability to perceive the world with such intensity that every interaction becomes a complex tapestry of hidden meanings and unexplored potentials. Consider the way your mind works. The lightning-fast connections, the ability to see patterns where others see chaos, the intuitive leaps that seem to defy conventional logic. These are not mere coincidences, but manifestations of an extraordinary cognitive capacity. The exceptional mind is constantly processing, constantly exploring, constantly pushing the boundaries of what is known and understood. If this reflection echoes something you've carried silently, a hidden part of yourself that you've never fully articulated, you are not alone. Feel free to leave your thoughts, to share the quiet insights that have been waiting to be understood. And if you wish to continue this journey of self-discovery, subscribe and return when the path of understanding calls again. The most profound intelligence is not about accumulation of knowledge, but about transformation. It's about the capacity to continuously reinvent oneself, to challenge existing paradigms, to see beyond the limitations that society and personal history have imposed. Those with exceptional cognitive abilities understand that intelligence is a living, breathing entity, something that grows, changes, and evolves with each moment of genuine self-reflection. There's a unique kind of loneliness that comes with this depth of perception. You might find yourself feeling simultaneously connected to everything and isolated from everyone. The world becomes a complex ecosystem of interconnected experiences, where every interaction is laden with meaning. Every conversation a potential gateway to deeper understanding. It's an exhausting and exhilarating way of existing, a constant dance between profound insight and overwhelming sensitivity. Psychological research suggests that individuals with exceptional intelligence often experience the world with an intensity that can be both a gift and a challenge. Your mind doesn't just observe, it experiences. Every emotion is more vivid, every insight more penetrating, every moment more laden with potential. This is not about being better than others, but about experiencing life with a different kind of depth and complexity. The path of exceptional intelligence is never about proving something to the world, but about understanding yourself more deeply. It's about recognizing the unique way your mind navigates reality, the intricate connections you make, the insights you generate that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. It's about embracing the complexity of your inner world, understanding that your way of perceiving is not a flaw, but a profound gift. The deepest recesses of human potential lie hidden in the shadows of our consciousness, in those moments of profound darkness where true transformation begins. Here, in the most intimate spaces of our inner world, we confront the parts of ourselves we've long avoided, the unexplored territories of our own potential that both terrify and illuminate. It is a journey not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to look beyond the comfortable illusions that protect us from our truest selves. Imagine the human mind as a vast, unexplored landscape, a territory far more complex and mysterious than any external world. The exceptional intellect doesn't simply exist. It excavates, it penetrates, it dismantles the very foundations of perceived reality. Each thought becomes an archaeological dig, uncovering layers of understanding that most people are too afraid to acknowledge. This is not a gentle exploration, but a brutal, uncompromising descent into the core of human experience. The pain of exceptional intelligence is a silent, consuming fire. It burns through conventional understanding, consuming the comfortable narratives we've constructed to protect ourselves from the raw, unfiltered truth of existence. You feel everything more deeply. The subtle vibrations of human emotion, the unspoken tensions that exist between words, the complex motivations that drive human behavior. It is a perpetual state of hyper-awareness that can be both a profound gift and an overwhelming curse. There are moments when the weight of this perception becomes almost unbearable. The mind that sees too deeply cannot simply switch off, cannot retreat into the comfortable numbness that most people consider normal. Every interaction becomes a multidimensional experience, layers upon layers of meaning, motivation, fear, desire, all intertwining in a complex dance that most people are completely unaware of. You become a witness to the intricate machinery of human experience, seeing the gears and mechanisms that drive behavior in ways that others cannot comprehend. The shadow of exceptional intelligence is a profound loneliness. Not the simple loneliness of physical isolation, but a deeper, more existential separation. You find yourself simultaneously connected to everything and disconnected from everyone. The world becomes a complex ecosystem of meaning, where every interaction is laden with nuance, every conversation a potential gateway to deeper understanding. It is an exhausting way of existing, to feel so deeply, to understand so completely, yet to remain fundamentally separate. Psychological boundaries become fluid. The exceptional mind does not simply observe the world. It experiences it with an intensity that defies description. Emotions are not mere feelings, but complete landscapes of experience. Thoughts are not linear progressions, but complex neural networks that explode with possibility. You live in a constant state of becoming, of transformation, of perpetual deconstruction and reconstruction of your understanding of reality. The most profound intelligence is not about having answers, but about sitting with the most difficult questions. It is about embracing uncertainty, about understanding that true wisdom lies in the ability to hold multiple, contradictory truths simultaneously. The exceptional mind does not seek to simplify, but to complicate, to see the world in all its beautiful, terrifying complexity. This is the heart of true intelligence. The courage to face the darkest parts of yourself, to sit with the uncomfortable truths that most people spend their entire lives avoiding. It is a journey of continuous self-destruction and rebirth, where each layer of understanding requires the complete dismantling of previous beliefs. You become both the scientist and the experiment, both the observer and the observed, in a perpetual state of radical self-exploration. The intensity of this experience cannot be overstated. It is a burning, consuming force that threatens to devour everything in its path. You are simultaneously the flame and the one being burned, the razor's edge of human potential where perception becomes so acute that it transforms the very nature of reality itself. From the depths of profound introspection emerges a new understanding, a transformative light that illuminates the landscape of human potential. This is not an ending, but a beginning, a moment of integration where the fragmented pieces of self come together in a beautiful, complex mosaic of awareness. The journey of exceptional intelligence is ultimately a journey of becoming, of transcending the limitations that once seemed insurmountable, of recognizing the profound power that resides within. Transformation is not a destination, but a continuous process of becoming. Those who possess extraordinary cognitive potential understand that intelligence is a living, breathing entity, something that grows, adapts, and evolves with each moment of genuine self-reflection. The boundaries between what you once believed possible and what you now understand as your true potential begin to dissolve, revealing a landscape of infinite possibility. There is a profound liberation that comes from truly understanding yourself. No longer bound by the expectations of others, no longer constrained by the limiting beliefs that once defined your existence. You emerge as something entirely new. Intelligence is not about proving something to the world, but about creating a deeper, more authentic connection with yourself and the universe around you. It is about recognizing that your unique way of perceiving is not a burden, but an extraordinary gift. The most remarkable individuals understand that true intelligence transcends intellectual capacity. It is an emotional depth, a spiritual awareness, a complete integration of mind, body, and spirit. You begin to see the interconnectedness of all things, the subtle threads that bind human experience, the complex web of consciousness that extends far beyond individual perception. This is not mysticism, but a profound understanding of the intricate nature of existence. With this understanding comes a sense of responsibility. The exceptional mind is not meant to exist in isolation, but to serve as a bridge, a translator of complex experiences, a beacon of understanding for those who are still finding their way. Your journey is not about separating yourself from others, but about creating deeper connections, about helping others see the extraordinary potential that lies within themselves. The world begins to look different. Where once there were obstacles, now there are opportunities. Where once there was confusion, now there is clarity. The mind that has learned to embrace its own complexity becomes a powerful instrument of transformation, not just for itself, but for those around it. Intelligence becomes a form of compassion, a way of understanding that goes beyond intellectual knowledge and touches the very essence of human experience. Every challenge becomes an invitation to grow, every moment a chance to expand your understanding. The limitations that once seemed so real now appear as nothing more than temporary constructs, illusions that can be dismantled with a single moment of profound insight. You're no longer defined by your past, but by the infinite potential of your becoming. If this story helped you see a part of yourself more clearly, leave a trace, like a comment, a decision to walk this path of understanding. Subscribe, and let this space be part of your own healing, your own journey of transformation. This is not an end, but a continuous unfolding of your most extraordinary self. The human potential is limitless, bounded only by the imagination and the courage to explore the deepest parts of our consciousness. Your intelligence is not a fixed trait, but a dynamic, ever-evolving force that has the power to reshape not just your own life, but the world around you. Embrace it, nurture it, let it guide you to places you never thought possible.